What's up, all you fantasy folks and pick'em people out there? Welcome to week 10 of the NFL football season and week 5 of the Hark Dogs weekly spread and win-loss picks and week 2 of Blues picks. Welcome back, Blue.
Thanks, Hark Dog.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Oh, doing spamtastic.
Spamtastic.
I don't like spam.
Spam, brown beans and spam.
I gotta love the Monty Python references. All right, so we'll go over last week. I was 8-5. Blue was 9-4 in the win-loss.
9-4.
Booyah! I was 7-6 versus the spread. Overall total, I'm 35-23 win-loss, and Blue is 9-4.
9-4.
And versus the spread, I'm 27-31. So I need a good week to get myself back to 500 here, but I feel it's coming this week. And we'll start with our Thursday night game, the Cincinnati Bengals at home against the Cleveland Browns. Browns favored in the TWI 102-98. And I have the Bengals. I have Dalton and Sanu going to be having decent games, and look for Jeremy Hill again. I think the Browns will have Hoyer having a decent game, Hawkins, maybe Jordan Cameron will get some catches. But I think the Bengals defense at home is going to really limit the Browns. But I think the Bengals offense is really limiting themselves. And I think they're going to win the game, but I think the Browns are going to cover. The spread is just too much. What do you think, babe?
I just want to say real quick, my picks this week are not by stats, but I'm judging the book by its cover, the stereotypical girl way. So my picks are based on overall aesthetic value of the QB.
Oh, so how hot or not they are, huh?
Yeah, and who has the most style.
Oh, style.
Yeah, not a personality deal.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So Browns versus Bengals. Hoyer is way hotter than Dalton, but Dalton's hair matches his uniform. Therefore, I think the Bengals will win just because their QB A has hair that acts as a beacon, and B, his teammates don't have to get confused with contrasting colors. Everyth's orange.
Everything's orange, and Blue is going with the Bengals to win as well. Okay. Next game, we'll move on to the Sunday games. We got the Buffalo Bills at home versus the Chiefs on the road. Chiefs favored by 2. Total winnability index 126-74 in favor of the Chiefs. Basically a 63% chance that they're going to win and cover. And I think they're definitely going to win and cover. Got Jamal Charles going to have a big game. Alex Smith's going to game manage. Throw it to Kelsey. Throw it to Fasano. And the Bills, Sammy Watkins is hurt. I know you have Robert Woods out there and some random other receiver, but you have no running backs. They're all injured. Dix is not going to do much for you. I think the Chiefs defense is going to stop them, and Chiefs are going to win and cover this game. What do you think, babe?
I don't think Orton's going to have it. With long hair, he either looks like a 45-year-old mustachioed youper, and when his hair is long, he looks like an aged Wayne's World character. So Alex Smith, you've got style, you've got grace. Kick the Bills in their big fat face. Chiefs to win.
All right, Chiefs to win as well. Very nice. I like the rhyme. All right, then we move on to our next game. We got Detroit Lions at home versus the Miami Dolphins. Lions favored by 3 coming off their bye week, but the TWI does not favor them as it's 123-77 in favor of the Dolphins. 62% chance the Dolphins will win and cover. And I think Megatron is coming back this week. Stafford's going to have a big game, but that Dolphins defense is playing lights out. Cameron Wake, that secondary, and look for Lamar Miller, Tannehill to run all over them. And probably get some passes to Wallace and Clay as well. I think the Dolphins are definitely going to cover this game and probably going to win. What do you think, babe?
Dolphins? What?
Yeah, Detroit Dolphins, yep.
Well, I couldn't ever put myself behind Stafford, so Tannehill, you just got lucky this week. There's a no Stafford rule in this household.
All right.
Yep.
Simple. Going with the Dolphins, no Stafford rule. He's going to throw some picks for sure, and we're going to laugh. Next game in London, Jacksonville Jaguars technically at home versus the away Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 5. Total winnability index 132-68, 66% favor of the Cowboys, and I think that's only a favor when Romo is in. It looks like Romo is on pace to come and play. If he plays, they're definitely going to cover. If he doesn't play, Jaguars will definitely cover the 5-point spread. Cowboys look for DeMarco Murray to have a big game against that horrible Swiss cheese defensive line of the Jaguars. Des Bryant and Witten. And if Romo plays, Romo will have a game manager game. He probably won't throw it too much. They're going to want to protect him. So I think they're going to win and cover if Romo plays, and Jacksonville will cover. Probably not win, though, if Romo doesn't play.
Yeah, this time, though, I'm going to support the Jags. One, because the Cowboys suck. Two, unfortunately, that's the winning rule. Both teams have good-looking quarterbacks, but the Cowboys suck.
Oh, nice. All right, going Jacksonville. All right, very nice, babe. Next game, New Orleans Saints at home against the San Francisco 49ers. 136-64, 2/3 favorite in favor of the Saints at home. Obviously, they haven't lost too many times at home in the past 4 years. They're favored by 4, and I think Mark Ingram, Drew Brees, Kenny Stills, and Big Jimmy Graham are going to take it to the 49ers' inept defense and inconsistent offense and win and cover this game. I don't like too many people from the 49ers. Maybe Bolden and maybe Gore. That'll be about it. What do you think, Love?
I think it's Breeze all the way. Kaepernick, I know he's from Wisconsin, but judging him by looks alone, he looks like a douche. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he looks like a creeper at a bar.
He does.
Looks alone again. Breeze looks more down to earth and mature, so we're going with my second favorite NFL team, the NOLA Saints.
All right, Saints it is. Okay, next game. Baltimore Ravens at home, favored by 10 points over the Tennessee Titans. I got the Ravens favored 135-65, pretty much a 2/3, 67% favorite. And I think the Ravens are going to win and cover. They're coming off that big loss away at Pittsburgh on Sunday night. Look for Flacco and that running game to get going and to get Steve Smith Sr. back involved. He hasn't been involved in the last 3 weeks pretty much. Once they get him involved, it's going to stretch the field and it's going to open up the rest of that offense. And the Titans, Mettenberger. Who's Mettenberger? I don't know. He's a guy that takes selfies. J.J. Watt makes fun of him. I look to see the Ravens probably win this game 30-14, 30-17, and cover.
All right, so Ravens are not my favorite team by any means, but Joe Flacco has way more style than Mettenberger. I mean, Mettenberger just has a horrible last name, so you don't even look at it at the back of his jersey. But he also kind of looks like a bearded beaver leprechaun, in my opinion. So, sorry, Mettenberger, but the Ravens have my support this one time.
All right, Ravens it is. Cool. Next game, New York Jets at home versus the visiting Steelers. Steelers favored by 4.5. Winnability index 121-79, and I got to go with the Steelers. Vic and that offense is just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. They can't score points. They can't move the ball. Other than Chris Ivory, there's nothing there for them. Steelers, Big Ben coming off 12 TD passes the last 2 weeks, an unbelievable record, like 900 yards passing. And they got that offense rolling. Even though they're going into the Meadowlands, they're going to keep rolling. Look for Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, and Big Ben to have big games again and win and cover. What do you think, my love?
I think you should never pick Vic. Yeah, that man shouldn't have a job. Roethlisberger, you got lucky with my no Vic rule.
All right. Steelers it is for blue. Excellent. So next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home against the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Falcons favored by a measly 1 point. But they do have the TWI in their favor, 124-76, 62%. The Buccaneers offense is anemic, to say the least. And the last time these two teams played, the Falcons put up 54 points against them. I don't care how bad the Falcons' defense is. Their offense is better than the Buccaneers, and their defense is better than the Buccaneers, who rank dead last basically on both fronts. So I got the Falcons winning this. Matt Ryan, Julio, Roddy White coming off the bye, going to put up some big points. And the Buccaneers, Mike Evans had a good week last week. I may start him, and Bobby Rainey, if he's starting instead of Doug Martin, I definitely put him in there because he's going to get a lot of catches out of the backfield, especially in a PPR, just to try and catch up to the Falcons. But I think the Falcons are going to win and cover, my love.
Yeah, so Glennon looks like Napoleon Dynamite. Think you can go for that comparison? Yeah, he kind of looks like a dweeb, so I'm definitely going for the Falcons for this game. Well-styled Matt Ryan. Well-styled.
Well-styled. Matty Ice. More like Matty Nice. Ow! Next game, Oakland Raiders at home versus the visiting Denver Broncos. Broncos favored by 67%, 33%. And Manning laid an egg in Foxborough last week. Look for that egg to hatch and grow up into a superhuman laser arm rocketed touchdown throwing machine, and they're just going to stomp the Raiders. Look for Demarius, look for Emmanuel, look for Julius and Manning to get the passing attack. I'm thinking 4 touchdowns minimum for Manning, 400 yards. Raiders might get 14 points, but they're going to win and cover on the road. I like the Broncos. Babe?
Yeah, I like the Broncos too. Unfortunately, Manning kind of looks like a goofball, and Derek Carr has the quintessential bedroom eyes. But it's Manning, and he's got so much personality, and I'm not supposed to judge by personality. So if I imagine him without a shirt, Manning it is.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, babe.
Oh, no, I'm jealous.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I'm not at all. All right, next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals at home against the visiting St. Louis Rams. Cardinals favored 132-68 in the TWI, basically 66%, but the Rams coming off 2 big wins against division rivals in the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. That defense is stepping up, getting a lot of sacks against Kaepernick, making Russell Wilson feel not at home in the pocket, making him scramble, making him run out of bounds, making him have bad decisions. I think the Cardinals will win this game, but I think the Rams, the way they're playing, are going to cover. And the Cardinals look for Ellington to have the big game, and also Floyd and probably Josh Brown to get some catches. And Palmer will probably throw a pick as well, and that'll seal it for the Rams to cover, but the Cardinals will win. What do you think, Love?
Well, I think that when I married you, I robbed the cradle. But Davis looks like he's barely able to drive. I don't think he can even grow a beard. So, Carson Palmer, it's your guy this week. He's got a funny chin, but he's legal.
Ooh, nice. You want to wear my Carson Palmer jersey this Sunday?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I still got the Bengals Carson Palmer jersey in my closet. Okay, next game, Seahawks at home against the New York Giants. I just remember Aqua Teen Hunger Force. His jersey said Nats instead of Giants. Anyways, they're favored 132-68. The Seahawks are, and they're favored by 9 points at home. And the Giants their defense is bad. Their offense is not good. They looked terrible against the Colts last week. The Colts just ran them over, just trucked them. I think the Seahawks at home are going to be unstoppable. At least win by 10. So I'm thinking a 30-20 victory for the Seahawks over the Giants are going to win and cover. What do you think, babe?
Seattle all the way. Eli Manning is a bitch.
Yep.
And a pinhead to beat. So, Wilson,
Nice.
You were hot in Wisconsin. You're still hot in Seattle.
Ooh, nice. All right. So take that, Eli, again. Next game, Sunday Night Football.
Yeah!
Our Green Bay Packers
versus Bears.
and the lowly Chicago Bears, the lowly 3-5 Bears, coming up to Lambeau Field. 132-68 again. The TWI, 66% favorite for the Packers. Packers favored by 7 at home. Bears look for Cutler to throw picks, look for Forte to get a lot of yards and a couple scores, but it's not going to be enough. The Packers win, cover, dominate, and go to the division lead with the Lions. Babe?
Yeah, there's no way the Bears have it. Cutler has nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing on Rodgers.
He's got nothing at all.
Yeah.
He's 1-9 lifetime against Rodgers. And the only time he won is when Rodgers was knocked out last year. When he broke his collarbone.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Rodgers stays healthy, Cutler isn't going to win.
No. I mean, please.
Yeah. So Packers it is for both of us, of
Packers
course.
it is.
And then we move to the Monday night game. This is a good game. TWI 106-94 in favor of the Panthers, going to the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Eagles are favored by 6 points at home. I think the Panthers are going to cover this spread. Mark Sanchez, we all remember the butt fumble. We all know how hilarious it was on Thanksgiving football when New England destroyed them 45-3, and we all laughed. And Mark Sanchez basically lost his job because of that.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
He did it to himself. He fumbled.
No, I heard he did it to someone else.
Yeah. It was someone else's butt that he ran into.
Oh, poor guy.
But
Aw.
I think the Eagles might win this game. I won't surprise me if the Panthers win, but I got the Panthers definitely covering the spread against the Sanchez-led Philadelphia Eagles. Look for McCoy to have a lot of carries to try and take the ball out of Sanchez's hands. And then look for Cam Newton to deliver the ball to Greg Olsen, Kelvin Benjamin, and try and utilize that defense against Mark Sanchez to keep them in the game. What do you think, my love?
So Mark Sanchez is nothing to sniff at. He's pretty attractive.
Oh.
Cam Newton, though, has a great smile. So I want to go with Cam Newton all the way. I mean, they're both hot. That's the thing. Cam Newton all the way on this one. So Newton, you got to kick Sanchez's butt.
Nice. Panthers it is. So there are the picks. Good luck this week. Leave your picks and fantasy questions below. I was 4-0 this past week in my fantasy football leagues. Dominating. So hopefully you're looking for another 4-0 again.
Yeah, and you got to remember that I beat him this past week in picks.
Yeah.
So look at what his stats get him.
That's right. Ooh, a total burn. Well, good luck, babe. We'll see how you finish this week. All right, take care, everybody. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Adios.
Adios.